first step toward getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Setting goals may seem like an easy task because in some way we set goals every day at work and at home. We do it all the time. The challenge is that some of our personal goals fall off of our list of things to do, even though we want to make these goals a reality. Sometimes we just don't follow through with the goals we set out to achieve. Now, before you turn and run, stick with me for a moment. Why bother setting goals in the first place? If done in the right way, goals can afford you a measurable way of moving closer to living the life you want with the health and well-being you need most. It's about being your best self. And who wouldn't want to live their best self, right? Each person has a unique set of reasons why they want to set goals, and each of us has a unique threshold or tipping point as to when we are ready to make the changes we want in our lives. So what if you could create a goal with a plan that would allow you to feel good at every step and reach the goals you set?
It is possible to reach the goals you set. The first step toward success is setting yourself up for the success you want most. As you know, it's not enough to wish something to be so, or to simply state in general terms that you want something in your life to be different. A simple goal is one that is very general, without a plan of action or a specific direction to follow. It might be something like, I want to run. While this is a well-intentioned goal, the statement doesn't in any way help you move toward actually running. That's where the next set of goals comes into play. Using SMART goals can help you move from knowing what you want to do to doing what you want to do. Setting the specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-oriented goals allow you to move step by step toward your goal without feeling overwhelmed or putting yourself in a position to fail or feel bad about the goal you have set. Instead, you get to create and celebrate every step along the way. It's moving from success to positive success. On the other hand, many of us create goals that might sound wonderful, but would be more challenging to achieve. Take, for instance, a person who wakes up and decides they want to run a marathon. It might be a great goal to have, though this person has never run before, and they set the goal to run this race in 30 days. Now, it might not be impossible to achieve this goal, and it's probably not going to be easily achieved either. This goal might better be described as a BHAG, which stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. The term BHAG was created by Jim Collins and Jerry Porras, who co-authored the book Built to Last in 1994. And this described an ambitious long-term goal that would galvanize successful companies. Examples of this are the following company taglines. So Microsoft says, quote, "A computer on every desk and in every home," end quote. Twitter says they want to become, quote, "the pulse of the planet," end quote. So if you're a corporation, a BHAG might be a great tool. Though as an individual setting personal goals, it might as well be an ugly green monster chasing you 24/7. So let's go back to the person who wants to run a marathon in 30 days and has never run. Using the SMART goal approach, the person might do the following. First, buy a pair of sneakers. And this may be a huge goal to accomplish for someone who's never run. Maybe the next goal is to put the sneakers on. Now don't laugh. This too could be a huge goal for someone. And then as they move forward toward a week one goal, perhaps they take a walk with the sneakers outside every morning for 1 week at 9 a.m. for 30 minutes. See how specific the information is? Now, week 2 might alternate walking a block and then running a block every morning at 9 a.m. for 1 week for 30 minutes, and so on. You get the picture, right? The more success you experience, the greater you'll feel, and the greater the chance that you'll see your goals to fruition.
If you take a look at this chart, you'll see how to differentiate between a simple and SMART goal. So often, people are unable to achieve their goals due to their lack of knowledge on how to set them. When goals or resolutions are too vague or lack a plan of action, it's no surprise when they fall by the wayside. Of course, creating a SMART goal takes a little more thought and effort, but it also has a better percentage of actually being accomplished. Let's take a look at the example on the right. Although the simple goal setting method is not really a method we use, it's one that people unknowingly resort to. A goal of wanting to learn how to run is great. However, it's much too broad. Once we think about it in terms of whether or not it is going to align with the SMART goal method, things become a lot clearer. Here we have a specific plan in place, which is very doable, and we have a time set for this goal to be attained. As for the BHAG method, it isn't all bad. Yes, it is a big goal, but hey, you gotta dream big. The problem with BHAGs is that because the goal is so big, it can often feel overwhelming, thus we can be intimidated and give up before we even begin. So keep in mind, whatever your dream is, just make sure to break it down into smaller, SMART goals.
Goal setting can be very overwhelming. Let's try to break it down into a step-by-step process. First, what motivates you to want to make a change and achieve this goal? It's always a great idea to start off with reflecting on what is motivating you to make a change. What is that driving force that will keep you going? What is that one area of your life that you've been wanting to improve? It could also be a reward at the end of your journey, such as buying that new pair of jeans in a smaller size, or that bathing suit you've been dying to wear. 2. Know yourself. Be conscious of your pitfalls and triggers. Being self-aware is an important quality in any facet of life. Knowing what is going to keep you going, as well as what's going to set you back, will be a huge factor in your process. If you're trying to eat healthier, and you know that you will eat that whole package of Oreos, don't keep them in the house. If you can't moderate food and drink when you go out, then try an alternative of cooking your own meals and controlling your portions. 3. Now that you're aware of yourself and your motivation, you're ready to make your SMART goal. Make sure it's specific, measurable, attainable, reasonable, and time sensitive. These 5 key points are essential to your goal setting process. There's a big difference in saying, I'm going to lose weight, versus I'm going to lose 1 pound a week for 10 weeks by going to the gym 3 times a week. In the first statement, the person simply mentions they're going to lose weight with no way of how, when, or how much they're going to lose. Whereas the latter is specific and measurable by losing 1 pound a week, actionable, they're going to the gym, reasonable, it is not a crazy amount to lose 1 pound a week, and time sensitive, 10 weeks. Step 4. Self-monitor. Maybe keep a log to stay on track. Self-monitoring is a great way to keep on track with your goal. You can log weight loss, meals, exercise routines, etc. Writing down and tracking your journey is a great way to stay accountable and see your progress right in front of you. 5. Surround yourself with people who support you. Who you surround yourself with is crucial to achieving your goals. You want to be around people who support what you're doing and won't constantly tempt you to give up. They don't have to be after the same thing you are, but they should definitely be supportive of you. Finally, be kind to yourself. There are going to be setbacks and obstacles, and you should hold yourself accountable for everything. But the most important thing is to recognize that what is going well for you and focus on that, rather than dwelling on the hardships. Nobody said this was going to be easy, so don't be so hard on yourself along the way. Stay positive and keep your head up. Barriers and solutions. A barrier is defined as a circumstance or obstacle that prevents progress. Of course, there are a million reasons why you don't think you could make a change in your life. The 3 most common barriers, especially when talking about fitness goals, are that somebody has no time, that it's too expensive, and that they honestly don't know where to start. And all 3 of these reasons are completely understandable. But we have great news for you. Even though you may feel you're set in your ways with your busy schedule, you're busy with your full-time job, maybe taking care of a family, whatever it may be, if your goal requires you to exercise more, it really only takes an hour out of your day to exercise, at most. Even just getting outside and going for a 20-minute run would be beneficial. And it's absolutely free. Which brings up the next barrier we discussed. A lot of people feel that gym rates are too expensive for their budget, and that's completely understandable. So a great option would be to get outside and head out for a 20-minute run. It's 20 minutes out of your day, and it costs $0. Many people also feel too stressed out to start something new in their life. But another great thing is that exercise actually releases endorphins and is one of the best ways to manage the stress of your daily life. It helps to improve focus and balance in your life. So, this brings me to the last barrier, lack of knowledge and support. A lot of people ask, where do I even start? Well, the good news is that there are many resources available to you. If you don't have a gym membership with a qualified staff, head out on the internet. There are plenty of websites, YouTube videos, articles that can help you get started and help you give you the correct information to achieve your goals.
There may be moments when you're feeling overwhelmed or your tendency might be to give up. Creating new behaviors takes time. So when you're feeling overwhelmed and you know what this feels like for you, stop. Or at least slow your roll long enough to take a breath or take a step back. Observe. and take a notice of what is going on around you. And then proceed. Proceed toward your goal with SMART goals in mind. This STOP principle is one that you can use at any time during your day when overwhelm creeps up. As you know, life moves in a non-linear path, and so do our goals. When you acknowledge that you were in a place you had not intended to be kind to yourself. Do what you can, and be kind to yourself when you can't do something. Rather than focusing on the negative events or circumstances, see if you can recall even one positive thing that has taken place in your day. Writing it down will help to solidify this positivity and will help you move toward another positive behavior and success. Creating a what went well log to keep track of 1 to 3 things in your day that are going well might be a useful tool to try. Some studies have shown that this powerful exercise has shown positive results within a week. Even if you see small results in more time than a week, isn't it a good tool to try? We talked about using the STOP principle to allow you a moment to stop, take a breath, observe, and then proceed when you're overwhelmed. The Just 3 Breaths exercise is another simple exercise you can do anytime and anywhere. Simply stop what you're doing and take 3 intentional, long, slow, deep breaths in and gentle breaths out. See how you feel after you do this exercise. And then repeat, repeat, repeat as needed. And by all means, reward yourself. This doesn't mean diving into a bowl of ice cream or a bag of potato chips after you've finished a workout. It's important to think about what meaningful rewards suits you and the goal you have just met. External rewards might be tangible things like a trip to a spa for a massage after you run a race, or maybe you buy some music you love to listen to that will promote relaxation, or maybe make your workouts more enjoyable. There are also rewards that don't cost a thing. These rewards are the internal or intrinsic ones that allow you to pause and appreciate how you feel after you have achieved a goal, large or small, a goal that you have set out to accomplish. The intrinsic rewards are the ones that can have staying power to keep you moving forward, to establish the habits for the long term, by focusing on your achievement, by being proud of yourself, and by knowing you can keep doing what you have just done. So here's the good news. No matter what you want to work on and enhance in your life, it's important to set yourself up for success. It's not enough to wish that something would change. We do have to put forth some effort. Having an important and compelling reason to embark on this journey toward success is also a key component. Ask yourself, why do I want to achieve the goal? What gets to change in my life when I reach this goal? What would happen if I didn't work toward this goal? And is this goal really important to me? And if so, why? And as you move forward with your goals, Remember to be kind to yourself by implementing patience, positivity, and perspective along the way. My name is Lisa Edelman, and I am a wellness coach at Tufts Health Plan. Wellness coaching is a free and confidential benefit that is available to Tufts Health Plan employees, and appointments can take place in person or by phone. Coaching believes that each of us is completely whole and resourceful, not broken or in need of fixing. Coaching allows you the opportunity to receive accountability around the goals you want to achieve most in the areas of weight management, stress management, nutrition, exercise, work-life balance, life satisfaction, or tobacco cessation. We'll work together to help you create the SMART goals, not the BHAGs, that are going to allow you to move forward one step at a time. And we'll celebrate your success along the way so you can bask in the glow of your brilliant, light, and healthy life. If you would like to learn more about wellness coaching, please contact me at Lisa Edelman, lisa.adelman at premisehealth.com. I would be glad to meet with you for a brief wellness review, which allows you to ask any questions you have about the coaching process and your specific wellness goals. Be well.
Want to know how to put your SMART fitness goals into action? Stop by the Working Well Center and let one of our qualified staff members assist you. Check out the bulletin board in the Working Well Center for more ideas on how to create a lasting and attainable goal. While you are there, check out goals that others have made and get inspired.